Jake, you got a lesson for us today?
We do. So we have done this lesson, probably one of the first lessons we ever did, actually, I would say, because this is one of the most foundational topics in a tabletop role-playing game, and that is player agency. What is that? It's basically when the players at the table can make decisions that matter. It's not just the DM kind of telling a story. Sometimes, like, even the best video games that are open world, usually they're like trigger points. That's kind of the only way something will happen is if you jump through whatever hoops they designed for you. In a player-driven story, the players have agency. They have some control over what happens to them. They have control over the story. They're what drives the action. And the DM is going to create that really by preparing what we would call a sandbox for the players to adventure in. It's not all aboard the railroad. It is, I mean, there's always going to be elements of that because you can never do perfect open world, but the sandbox is the focus for a Dungeon Master's prep. They also create it by not imposing their will on the game or forcing things in a certain direction based on just, oh, I just think this would be better if the players did this. They allow that, and I think a really good example for that would be our encounter in the lava room on the bridge when Josh was like, good lord, I'm going to kill them all today if they do this. I don't know what to do. So that was a moment where we kind of, yeah, that was a moment where Josh was like, oh crap. One of my fundamental principles of being a DM is player agency, so I don't want to take them. I even think you may have mentioned, like, I don't want to take agency away from you. Of course you can fight now. Something to that effect. But this doesn't mean that everything that the players do will succeed. It just means that they can attempt to try things or look at things or anything like that. So it's not something like, oh, well, the players just decide everything. No, you're still the DM. You're just not driving the story. You're the arbiter of the results of the story and the actions. And the players are going to know that this is there if they know that their choices are not just blocked for the sake of blocking them. They have an element of trust in the DM or GM, depending on what game you may be playing. And it's just really something that you can feel when you're there. So we have a video about that on youtube.com/jnjtabletop, and command lesson will be, I have a link to that, which Josh, I think, just popped in chat. Yep. It's one of our first videos where I was like, yeah, this is rock solid. You got to check that one out, especially if you want to take your games to the next level. That's a big one. So, player agency.
Yeah. Very, very good video, if I do say so myself. It's just an important topic. You know?
It is.
It just is.
It is. It is.
It is.
I think the only other thing I would say is, if you're watching this live on Twitch, which the people right now are, clip your favorite moments if you find something fun.
Oh, please clip your favorite moments, people.
Yeah, it's a
Clip
lot of
them.
fun.
And also, Jake mentioned a moment last time, not last time, several times ago, of a battle on the bridge. If you're out there and you're an artist and you just like, you want to make some fan art, you know, maybe just like, gee, you know, like,
Yes.
just sitting at home with the paintbrush in my hand and I don't know what to do. Well, you should totally paint or art those two halflings
Art it.
on a bridge against
draw
all odds.
Art it, please.
And if you're
Yeah.
going to share it with us, tweet it, say, oops, I arted again. And then share it. Again with the silence. Okay.
I think the noise gate cut me out, but I said,
Yeah. Okay.